I'm sad.
Get out of here!
All right, 2 minutes in, we've done a lot, boys.
Yep.
Amazing.
Let's start it.
Oh fuck it!
Well, 2 minutes ago. Oh, actually strange.
When do we ever start on time, though?
We never do.
All right, shall we begin then?
Ding, ding.
Yep.
Yeah. That was very
Excuse you.
Why was that me?
No, it was
Me.
It
everyone.
wasn't
Everybody.
everyone.
Yeah,
That was so fucking loud.
that was a very loud.
I turned it down for a reason.
Well,
I could hear it
probably
through
not
other people's
louder
mics,
than the
though.
thunder I experienced last night.
Who's Bear?
Is this on the
Oh, you guys
floor?
are lined up. That's so cute.
That's the point.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Hayden, I
fucking
like you
adorable.
looked at. I like you looked at me to say that.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Are you making
screenshots because this is the
arrows
first.
often?
This is like the last time we'll all be together like this in a while.
Nah, it's not gonna be the last time. I
She
believe
says,
it.
and we don't see her for 2 years.
No, we'll see her earlier than that.
Whoop.
Give her like 6
Look, I
months.
went to go get milk. It just took me a while.
Yeah. That's what my dad said. It's been
Oh my God,
15
this is
years.
I live. I was like I'm a soapbox.
You fucking arrow, die already. Stay in your coffin like you
Listen,
belong.
I want to play soapbox derby.
All right, get out of the hole.
Hello.
All right.
Woody,
Out
you
of the
got
hole.
fed up with that joke
Get out of
fast.
the hole.
Let's begin.
Gamer's a menace.
Gamer's always a menace. Your point?
Alright.
I'm always up to
I
something.
don't need this.
No, but you
I
want
want
it. Jinx.
Oh.
Definitely don't need
There you
that.
go.
No.
What the heck? Monkey,
Got it.
Hello.
out of the boat.
Oh.
Can we have a bamboo boat? I like those more.
No boats.
No, to put animals on.
You don't.
Why-
you bring
Why do we need
boats?
animals?
Why are
We
we
don't need
animals?
boats. We're not going.
They
Logan!
have a vote too. The mobs of this server have a vote too.
They don't.
Okay, can we be a bit serious, guys?
Do they need?
Yeah, can we-
They
no,
should have a vote
stop.
because we all know that someone's gonna
Stop.
make an animal
Alright,
killing factory.
alright.
Alright.
Stop.
All right.
Do not make me server mute you. I will. Try.
I need ID to vote. Fuck you.
What the mountain?
Don't worry about it.
Ew.
So, can we please continue? Can we please start?
Yes.
Thank you. So we'll gather here to discuss your thoughts about us transitioning from a vanilla Minecraft server to a modded server. I'll keep in mind that we have not selected any mods at the moment. We just wanted to bring up the topic to you guys because we know how a modded server can be heavy on people's computers, and that is why we haven't done it. And ever. So we just wanted to bring it up to you guys to see like your thoughts.
To be fair, over the years they've made modding a lot more stable. It's a lot more stable than it used to be. There's also mods that can help with performance and other things that we would probably add to, help with that.
Yes, Monkey did bring a point. We did have a modded server for the patrons, but that didn't get much in activity, and it was kind of like burning a hole in the financial pockets.
Yeah.
If we get a modded server, we can probably balance it out. Just have one modded server, and use the donations that you gave us every month. Go to something that's worthwhile. But yeah, Woody makes a good point. He's talked to me about this before. There are mods that he knows that could help increase performance issues for those who don't have such great computers or good internet.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both.
Oh,
Definitely
you have a
both.
Mac. You
Oh
have
god, if you have
then
a Mac.
that's-
I beg.
If you were an
your
Apple
pardon.
Alright,
user,
you
we
can
might have
chat.
problems.
So if anyone wants to step up and talk your thoughts and ideas, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and like any mod suggestions also.
I'm guessing it would help to keep it to a limited number of mods, just for the sake of not having overwhelming options and not overwhelming computers.
Well, the thing is with that is like what we can do is we can make it to where we have one big mod and then a bunch of little mods centered around that. So, like, say if we were to do something like Ad Astra, which is basically Galacticraft, we could have it to where we have Galacticraft, but then also have a bunch of little decoration mods, maybe, or other
Or the
other things.
Galacticraft add-ons.
Or like Create. Also, Create's another really good one
I
that we
was
could
thinking
add.
of Create because that's been so popular and apparently very well received.
Oh, it's a very good one. I
That's the one where
thoroughly
you can do,
enjoy
like,
it.
the
Is that the
conveyor
one with the
belts,
worms
right?
and then?
Yeah, conveyor belts and also trains and steam power,
Okay.
Yeah.
automation.
So Zach made a comment. What happens to stuff that people have collected over the years on the server? Actually, this is a question I want to ask Woody. When you are more of an expert about mods than I am, could you like use World Edit and copy schematic and transfer it over to a modded server?
You should be able to, yes.
Okay.
Because I
So
think
what-
I've done that myself in my own little mod pack that I created.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
we
we'd be
always
looking at
keep
that.
backups of the world anyway. So if
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
saved stuff and then we kept it, we can move it to the next server afterwards if we go back to vanilla.
Yeah.
It also depends what version we're.
It will be
sending
the same
on.
version as we currently playing 1.20.1.
Are there like mods for this version? Like a lot?
Yes, there are. This is the like 1.20.1 is the most updated version of a lot of mods. Like every single time I've created a mod pack recently, it has been 1.20.1, and a lot of the big mods that I mentioned, like Create and Ad Astra, they're both 1.20.1.
We're playing three versions behind, aren't we?
What you also need to realize, though, is that when you guys all hear whenever we're updating to a new version that we're waiting on something to update, it's because it's a plugin, not a mod.
Yes.
So mods are definitely more updated and more up-to-date. Plugins have fallen to the wayside for the most part.
Yeah.
So
It also used to take a while for
it's
people to update
different
mods.
than what you're used to hearing whenever we're talking about the server updating.
Now there is also the option of, instead of us creating a mod pack from scratch, we could also just switch to a already created one, an already established one.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a lot easier for not technically advanced people like myself.
If you're using mods, you'd be using a mod launcher, like Chris.
Yeah,
Ford.
like I could create a mod pack, but the only issue that I will have in creating the mod pack on CurseForge is that I have to upload it, meaning I have to type out a thorough description of what exactly is in the mod pack.
Well, I
Would
mean, that's
Technic
something
work?
you could always get help with.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I could always get help with that. I'm shit at that. That's the only thing I'm gonna have a problem with. Getting the mods to work and putting them together, I'm fine with that. I've been tinkering with it.
Okay.
Tinkers?
Dinky dinky.
Which actually, Gamer, I was gonna mention that when you said Tinkers. Tinkers is not updated to the current version.
Oh yeah,
sadly.
not even close.
Is
Yeah,
there anything
yeah.
similar? Probably not.
I think there's a mod that I also want to add called Simply Swords, which adds a bunch of neat little different like weapons and stuff. And I'm also going to add another mod called Better Combat, which makes it to where there's different animations for using said weapons.
Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
I mean, we already do expanded crafting through plugin.
Yeah. Plugins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Packs.
Yeah.
No, isn't there one where it makes like a bigger crafting table and adds more variety of things?
I think Greece does that.
Maybe. I'm sure there was something like that in the past. No idea if it's
Yeah, it's
updated.
not something I know.
It's been a while since I've been in the modding field. Sorry.
Now, I
Yeah, that's
obviously
fair.
will warn everybody beforehand about if we do like specifically create, the bigger the machine, definitely if you go into areas where people have big automation going on, or like a big old factory, then your frame rate will start to drop. Obviously, 'cause there's so much happening.
Yo.
Just drop your render distance.
Well, what we might
Drop
also
the render distance.
Well,
We'll just
again,
play
we
on
can
a
also
maximum
add-
2.
we can
It'll
add
be a
rules as
server
well.
force 2 render distance.
Yeah, we can also add rules as well as like if you're planning on playing around with machines and everything else, get out far enough and leave signs every like 10 blocks or so, just giving a warning for people.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. Is like, or maybe make it to where there's a your area is fenced in and put signs on the entrances or whatever where it says,
Yeah.
don't go past here or you will probably start to lose frames.
Or have an off switch for whenever.
Or the
you leave.
nodes that keep things running when no
well,
one's on.
The thing is,
Just like a thing in the like when you log in, just like a warning probably would be enough.
yeah, frame rate droppage will happen. I am going to
And if
probably
it, like,
guarantee that.
Yeah. if it happens too much, like to the point where it gets like excessive, we can just have like shut down the like build.
Yeah. Well, another thing is that if it's not rendered, it shouldn't be active. Like there's also like one of the big things with create is that like if you have a boiler, so it's like that's how you get the steam power, obviously. If you have that, if you go away from it long enough after the chunk is unloaded, your boiler will stop. So you'd have to set up a thing where you could restart it when you get back in that area.
We're meeting.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that there's one thing we should, if we do decide to go the modded route, I would say that let's try not to get too far away from vanilla.
That was gonna be my thing.
Yeah, because I know
there's.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say there's like mod packs out there that it's like vanilla plus that we could kind of lean more into. That way, it still kind of keeps the vanilla aspect without going absolutely insane. Which
Yeah,
can
we
also
can
help keep the server
definitely explore
better.
that. I feel comfortable with that. We can just get vanilla with added sprinkles. And
That's what I liked about whoever suggested the create mod, because I feel like that's more of like not even an excessive steampunk. It's like a very slight steampunk, which I feel like Minecraft kind of allows into it with
I feel
redstone
like,
and
yeah,
stuff.
the way the create mod works is very Minecraft-esque. Like it's not over the top crazy like a Sky Factory or a say like a what the fuck was it called? Like Moon Quest or whatever it was called.
Spacecraft.
It feels very grounded compared to a lot of the other mods.
I was gonna ask, what was that last?
I'm in the group chat about the
we had
server.
on the modded server.
The future
Like,
server,
it had,
since
50,000 different mods on it.
Yeah. Because we're not gonna. I'm not like I was saying. Is like when I suggested we switch to a mod pack, I wasn't thinking we're gonna do like all the mods.
Yeah,
like,
that's a heavy one. Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
That's
like,
a big one.
I'd say we'll just have some. We'll have like I said, I was like, we'll have one big mod and then maybe some few other smaller mods tossed in.
Because what's nice about you guys keeping it on this version is you can still use a good amount of the plugins instead of having to rely on mods.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, what are the mods? Like, we could add a mod that makes it to where we can chop down trees, but we already have that data pack, so we don't really need to.
Yeah. It's one thing we
Would
don't
we
need.
add like something like Biomes of Plenty or anything? I think Biomes of Plenty isn't updated, but there's similar.
No, I think it is. I think Biomes of Plenty is updated. Yeah, I think it's up to the current version.
Yeah, it is.
Because I feel like
might have
Biomes
been
of
in that
Plenty
yesterday.
compared to some other ones is quite like vanilla-esque.
I like these suggestions because it gives us not like over excessive stuff like necessarily like industrial craft, but it gives us more of a thing to come and do. Like with bees, for instance, like a bee expansion.
There is the Bumble Zone. I remember a mod about that where when it's called the Bumble Zone. If you throw an Ender Pearl into a beehive, you get teleported into the beehive, and it's a whole world in there. It's pretty cool, but that seems kind of nuts. Like if we
just
wanted
had
to
the
do like, that's how I was going to mention that. Is that
we want the
we could have different dimension mods if you guys wanted.
So that's
I
something
think
was
we're
going
all
to
old
bring
enough
up.
to
I
be
mentioned
aesthetic
it,
enough for the Aether.
and I kind of just mentioned it because I'm a big fan of Twilight Forest, but I am aware that Twilight Forest is kind of its own big behemoth of a world, as well as there's other mod packs out there that have their own worlds. I don't know if the server would be able to handle that sort of thing.
I know when we did Sky Factory 4, it had like the Twilight Forest and stuff, and it worked okay. It had like whatever those end cake, the warp
Ender
cakes
cakes,
were.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have they
Those
fixed the
weren't-
Twilight?
That wasn't too bad. I remember that being.
It is updated.
Yeah.
I mean,
Twilight Forest
updated.
is
I
updated.
remember there always being like a lot of crashing issues with a lot of their items, especially
It's
in
a lot better
multiplayer.
now.
It's probably definitely fixed up by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Its current
If we do
version
have
is
an issue
extremely
with a
stable.
mod,
The only issue is don't go and create and pull the items that are not usable yet.
Yeah.
Those will break.
Fair enough.
I think a like basis should be like if there is a problem, which there might be, we'll just try and either fix it or just get rid of the mod and just have to
we
explain
could easily
that.
do that. Yeah.
Find another mod similar or just get rid of the mod completely. As long as it's not like the main mod. Like that's I think what Woody said is pick a main mod similar to like create or something like that, and then just like biomes aplenty and other like smaller mods that are just additive.
Because the thing is, there's the create mod, and then there's a bunch of little add-on mods that other people have made for create. Like there's one called decor, which just adds like a one page, like you don't have to scroll, and like if you're looking in the creative menu, you don't have to scroll. It adds like just a handful of items. There's also one called copycat, which makes it to where you can right click on a block, you build it, and then you right click with the block that you're holding to make that make that thing that you made, the copycat block, look like that block.
Oh my god, really? Holy shit, I love it.
There's also a mod that I like, but it adds a bunch of blocks, so I don't know if we're going to do that one, but it's called Chipped, where it adds different tables and stuff, and you can right-click on it, or you can open it up, and it'll change the look of the block.
I would love
it. Like the bits mod.
Oh.
Sort of.
I might get dangerous if we add chisels and bit.
I was just about to
I was gonna say.
That can cause lag too, can it?
Yeah,
a lot.
Because it's a lot of small entities.
Especially when you're going through the creative inventory, it gets very laggy.
Yeah. Imagine a Chisel and Bits Cathedral.
No.
God.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he would do. That's what he would do.
Exactly why I said what I did.
Recreate the original, but very small.
So yeah, and I would say that anything we do, we need to make sure that it's something that isn't
make it bigger,
heavy.
I'm glad you're at least aware of your own creative prowess.
Yeah, well, that's what we were saying though too, but is that we're gonna try to. The thing is, we could also start. Zach said it earlier, but start simple. We could easily just start out with one big mod and like a couple small mods to see how it progresses, and then as time goes on, we could also just add more. We'll have to
I was gonna say
packs, but
we could add more as we go. Add smaller ones,
feeling.
or get rid of some smaller ones if they aren't as like used or broken or something. It just if we delete, then we have to figure out how we're gonna deal with the world corruption possibly.
I do have a question.
Yes.
For any change that we made, if we do go to modded, how will that affect LP and statue?
Well, the thing with
statues
LP,
will have a lot more blocks.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, well, he's got you there.
Great.
But one of the up-and-coming updates is kind of gonna break everything anyways.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we were possibly going to do this, is because the next big update that we'll have to move to at some point is going to change the way command block functions work, like very fundamentally, which is going to break pretty much every game. So Let's Play wouldn't exist anyways for a good while we try and fix that.
So, yeah,
and you guys could do so much more with Let's Play.
Yeah.
I just thought of that. Sorry.
There is also, I will say,
can bring back the games you want.
It could be.
We could do actual paintball.
I've never used the mod, and I haven't seen it. I think it's only released quite recently, but something for us, like, staff, is the Axiom mod that we could add, which is basically just world edit on crack.
The thing is also
you,
with
you basically put Blender into Minecraft, so you can just create anything by, like, making it in, like, a Blender type format.
The big thing with Create also though is that there's these things called there's a thing called a schematic cannon, which makes it to where you can copy a build in like a single player world, right? And you can copy it, save it to your computer, go into a server or something, get the schematic cannon, put the blueprint in the cannon, gather the blocks for it, and it'll build it for you.
So we could play real life Fortnite.
No.
Yeah.
This is
not
Minecraft.
Fortnite.
Get Fortnite out of here.
I don't like Fortnite. I was just making a joke.
We could do something similar if you guys are still looking for like something to do on a Sunday. We could start looking into maybe playing other games together, like having a tabletop simulator as like the Let's Play or something.
Yeah.
Bring back
That's
that's
cool.
type things.
Yeah, something like that instead.
Some like
there's
actual
obviously,
team games or something.
The Corey Digger would just like to point out, as long as he can dig holes, I don't think it really matters to him.
Hey, guess
Does he
what?
make
In the
giant
Create
holes?
mod, there's gigantic drills you can get. You could
oh my
literally
God.
make a world bore if you wanted.
Oh, the quarry mod.
What's the point of that?
Yeah.
Resources without having to do it yourself.
Okay.
How
well,
much
then-
RAM? Yeah.
Bigger holes,
would a
build
like
bigger holes.
create like, because if we want to do like a create mod, like you need a pretty powerful server, I feel, to like create that. I know you've been pushing create heavily because you've been playing it a lot, Woody, but like I do wonder how much that would, like, even just like to start, how much lag that would create.
Well, like I said, it depends on the size of the machinery. Like, say if somebody, it also will take quite a while for it to get to that point. I can guarantee you that, because a lot of the stuff, like, I'd say it's later on kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, because like I know, like a lot of like the SMPs have done create, but they obviously are run by like a big YouTuber who has the money to like get a very powerful server.
Yeah. So like I said, though, we could also test it, like how you said earlier, so where we could test out create, run it for a while, see how well it goes. If it starts to cause issues, then we could just get rid of it.
Well, the thing is, then we have to get rid of the world as well.
Yeah.
So I think we need to preface it, depending. This might be a very temporary world.
Yeah.
So don't expect, like, don't try to, like, I guess start like the next cathedral, I guess.
Well, what we could do also is that before everybody hops on, we could stress test it. We could build something fucking huge with create and see how
honestly,
well it
Sky Fortress worked fine until there was like the item issue where randomly the created items would spill out into the world and
oh yeah, we did. I forgot. Yeah, we had that issue in Sky Factory. Yeah, we did have an issue in Sky Factory, which is a pretty big mod. And with how it was worked out, everyone was like splayed across, but there's not chunks in the middle that are loaded because of that. But anyways, yeah, if you created a machine and it started just spewing items, it would just spew hundreds of thousands of blocks onto the floor, and then that would create lag.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Well,
the thing is, the only big issue that it had.
Because I'm pretty sure almost every single time it was me and Strange.
And it's hard to get back into the chunk to fix it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The usual suspects.
Oh,
because there is also there's also there's a mod.
We played that mod pack a lot together.
Because I was going to mention that the fact that there are mods that make it to where if a certain number of stacked items start to build up, it will delete them. It'll automatically do it.
That's pretty great, actually.
Yeah. Those chunks also have to be loaded, though, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And also create messes with villagers and have some more stuff to do.
Yeah.
I will say that on the subject of doing the other games as for Let's Play, I will say that for that, I feel would be kind of unfair to most, because then we'd be playing games outside of the one we already have, and for people to actually participate in those games, they'd have to have those games.
Well, we would be looking at like free-to-play games.
Yeah,
like Coffee and Humanity, Tabletop Simulator.
Some kind of browser.
But Tabletop Simulator isn't free, but it's quite cheap.
Well, it's cheap.
Yeah, but
well,
also
the other
thing somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah, I miss Cards Night.
Yeah, the other part of it is I've always kind of felt like part of the charm of Let's Play was that it was games that we made.
Yes.
Nobody else has the games that we have because we're the ones that made them.
Yeah, but for
except they're all one.
Mentioned earlier that when a new update's going to come, it's going to break a lot of the games that we already made. So
yeah, they'll be broken.
Why not
anyway.
just take what we have now and just transform it into something good, greater.
Turn it into a season.
Yeah. Can I say something just because I don't agree with that? I mean, I understand they're maps that we made, but 99% of the games are just copy and pastes of games from either Rooster Teeth themselves, or from like Minecraft Champions, or from any other like idea of like roulette, like in real life things.
Also,
Nice,
Zach, you said you raised your hand. Sorry, I saw that. What'd you want?
All right, so here's my my 10 cents take on this, because I'm.
All right, that's
really worth 10 cents.
So here's the thing. A lot of this obviously is coming down to a change because of all the stuff happening with RT, and we're going to talk through that, I'm sure, and what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
I think this as the evolution of what this server is pivotal. So modding stuff, that's great, sure. Keeping it vanilla enough for people who like to play that. But ultimately, it comes down to, are people going to show up on a Sunday or a Friday to play some game versus letting things just happen organically and not putting a lot more time and effort into those sorts of things for the staff who also have lives and other things to do. Making it so that as we're changing away from this potential Rooster Teeth integration to a community Minecraft server for the people who are here, how are we going to continue funding this? Is this going to be, hey, we're going to leave it with who's here, and as people fade away and come and go, that's it, and eventually the server shuts down? Or are we going to try and push for promotion, right? So there's a couple of different things we have to figure out in that branding and then the direction of the server. I myself am not usually around for Let's Play or statues just because I have other things to do, and that's part of growing up and becoming an adult, you know? And as we're not bringing in a ton of new people to keep fixing those same games over and over and over and over again for 4 or 5 people to show up kind of seems like a large waste of time and resources versus letting people just develop what they want to do, and maybe we fix 1 or 2 games and on occasion we bring back something as like a special event.
Okay, that's a really good insight.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. It's definitely
that kind of comes to my question is when you were talking about boosting the server, how financially sound is it to boost or increase? Because I'm only on maybe 2-3 times a year these days, but I'll fund the server until the day I die. So, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, maybe the last one. Well, no, I'm too old. You guys will be around. But, you know,
we can outgo us all halfway. We can
that would be party out.
Yeah,
I'll be the last one. I'll bury every one of your bodies in the quarry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ham.
I always knew there was something suspicious about why you were digging so many holes.
He knows. He knows where the bodies are. I will say I'm kind of in the same boat as Cap. Like I don't get on often, unfortunately, just the timing. However, I am very happy to continue and even step up my Patreon to make sure it continues. So that's fine.
Well, and if we're not running a modded server and the main server as well, that should help mitigate some of that expense, I assume.
Yes, it would definitely help.
I mean, I think we already were. I mean, as in we didn't have a modded server right now.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like personally run or something?
We have I need to sit down and do the financial balancing, but during that time when we had the modded server and the current server we were on, it was really cutting close to matching the donations that we got every month through Patreon, to the point where I had a dip sometimes into my own personal account, just like $5. But if we focus on like a good quality modded server package, we could really put the funds that you guys receive to us into that. If it keeps to the level that we have right now each month of Patreon, we could probably good balance, like nothing where it's like, oh, it's the balance of like how much I get in donations meets the amount of money I need to pay for the server each month.
How much are our monthly costs, if you don't mind me asking?
At the moment, I receive around $95 in donations from Patreon, and the current server is $65 a month.
Okay.
For the single server.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for making the distinction.
That's good, because I mean that gives us some overage to cover if there are months that people don't
play there.
Yeah.
I'm starting a possible career job Monday, so if this goes well, I'll also be able to put more funds in towards the server.
Thank you, and I appreciate.
Because that also means we could step up the server.
Yeah.
Because I also think that's what some of us want with the modded is we wouldn't have to step up the degree of level for it when we, depending on how much strain it causes.
Yeah.
I will say I'm also happy to increase for.
I think there are plenty of us who would just as long as we're getting something out of it. That's kind of
no, absolutely. I want to put your money where your
mouth is.
I don't think
your mouse is.
Your mouse is. Oh, damn it!
I don't think there's a single person here who feels that the money is in any way mismanaged. It's just a trying to figure out how it is used.
Oh yeah, no.
Because also,
no,
if I get this job, I will definitely be willing to donate.
I hear the smite. I hear the smite coming.
I know. I have a deal for him.
No, I missed a little earlier because I was listening to everybody. I don't come on often, but I don't know if anybody else is like me that just wants to come on here and like farm. There was like a cute little farming mod.
Oh yeah, Farmer's Delight.
Yeah. I come on here to build every once in a while.
Yeah, if somebody lets me like grow peas, I'm happy. I don't really need a lot.
You can also do like a decor mod so that you can make a cute like homestead.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we're saying. Is I feel like we don't want something like super huge, like say industrial craft. We want like expansion mods, like more farming or like more bees or more forestry, like stuff that's just more to do.
We could also add furniture mods and stuff like that.
Yeah, like decoration, because none of us are like really like in depth people like with say like that one mod that has actual chemicals and like measurements and stuff like that.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's a little much for us.
Yeah. I think there's also like
that's enough for me. And I'm
I joined. I don't remember which seed it was, but it was when Ohm was around, and like coming into a community that was a very like tight group of people, where things happen like organically, like manhunts or capture the flags and things like that. That's what made it fun, but also being able to see like the updates from Minecraft from where I had last played. So I would love to be able to play the latest releases, because I found also we've had a lot of times where some of us have gone off and formed a separate group to just try out the new snapshot or try out the newest update, because we want to play with dolphins or we want to try out the new whatever it is at the time.
Renegade.
And so yeah, hashtag 6 seasons in a movie. We're gonna get there, but I found those files the other day. Anyway, just cleaning up my hard drive. So if you know, you know. So I think it would be great to be able to add some of these mods. For me, like I posted one in Cap that's like talking about like some of these cool new render things you can do that allow you to have more expansive worlds, but keep the vanilla game kind of intact. And so being able to say like, we don't need to build a huge capital, we don't need to build a huge event world, like we obviously have all the stuff already from the past seeds, so where people can just come out on and have like a town that people are just collectively working on. If you want to go build a major project somewhere else, go for it, but a place where people feel connected to each other, they're not doing anything that's like gonna jeopardize other people's builds, because it's just, this is where the community is housed. And then if you want to go off, instead of having competing towns with different visions, because that I feel like kind of separates people over time, and you end up with one person kind of sticking around, like what was it, Aatrox or whatever on the last server. We started this huge project and like I got halfway through and got bored, because, and even with this seed, like I started building a castle and I'm like, well, this is too big of a project for me to want to commit hours of my life to.
Yeah.
But building a town with friends is a little bit different, and like getting to explore some of these mods, I think would kind of make that a little bit more fun.
I should also mention, though, that people were talking about keeping it vanilla. The thing is, if we do add other mods that are bigger and more wild, there's no guarantee that you have to do those. Like, you don't actually even have to touch those. We will add other mods that you can key to your vanilla, like, standards, if you'd like. And then, like, somebody else could be off in the other part of the world, going to the moon or something.
Yeah, I'm going to be farming my peas while Tuba's up on the moon.
What?
Yeah. The Moon Cathedral.
Okay, then.
I'm not gonna build. No. I'm not gonna build a cathedral on the moon. I'm gonna make the moon a cathedral.
Oh God.
Space Jesus.
Well, if you love the moon so much, why don't you marry it?
Hey, are we gonna worship Space Hamster for Mass Effect?
You can't.
Up on the moon.
You can't put pressure on that. It has to happen organically.
Yeah,
just
like
cathedral.
I think that's something that.
I think as
made a lot of the new city, like the new towns that we tried to start in the last few seeds, like not work, is because we tried to just do what Ohm did, and Ohm was so it just happened. It wasn't even supposed to be a big city. It was just me and DJ wanting to like make a little town, and then we were like, hey Sooner at like 4 in the fucking morning while he was building his own place, and he's like, hey Sooner, you want to make this? He's like, yeah, fuck it. And then he just accepted.
Glorious
and then
mess.
I can't even remember what the fuck was that.
I remember building my house way off in the boonies somewhere.
I think the difference though too is we've had a capital or a starting area that is built and has all of the information and things that we kind of needed as a server that was bringing in people, versus, hey, this is where we've all spawned. Let's just start here and see what happens, you know. And
so
I don't know how
you want it to be less like a, I guess you could say like, not company run, but not like you don't want it to be as structured. But in the sense of you still want everyone to build in the same city, but you want it to be less structured in the sense of the start.
Right.
Like
so,
like the
for
main
example,
city is.
Yeah. For example, if you're kind of following like the Hermitcraft example of like they have designated areas that are set up, but it's not like here's the shopping area, the stalls are there, you can get a store, and then we have to worry about all the plugins for economy stuff. It's like, here's an area that you can set up a shop if you want to kind of mess with an economy that will develop over time. Or, hey, there's a group of us who like this mountain and we're just going to build around it. And then you kind of go from there, because it's not like here's the starting zone where you get your starting equipment and then you're planning to live in this city or that city. Like it becomes too legalistic. And I guess that's fine if you're coming into a server that's well developed, right? Like it was when Ohm was around. Like when I joined there, it was you're taking a tour, you're getting your introductions, you're establishing like connections within a community. Like
we also had a lot more like
we had
influx of people. We had a lot more like, new players coming in and out, so we needed that structure.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, that was what I
We don't
came.
need it,
Yeah, a lot of people have been here for a long time, and I haven't seen anybody new in probably 3 or 4 years.
I do also want to say that like the only reason that Ohm was where it was is because halfway between me and Sooner.
No, I was it. I don't even remember. I think it was because DJ had it was because DJ had a house built in that mountain next to Sooner.
Yes.
And then it kind of accidentally got in between your cathedral and Sooner's place. It perfectly dropped in the middle because of DJ's house there.
Yeah. That all being said,
one guy's name that we did that with.
How do we look?
Grimwolf.
Yeah, Grimwolf.
What are we doing with bringing on new people, right? Because the way in which people find the server is now, I think, more personal invite than anything else, right?
We can beg the Rooster Teeth Discord that's liquidating to like merge with us, and we can just become a Minecraft Discord.
Please join us.
Nah, fuck them.
We'll join. No, it's please let us join you.
No, it's
please take the server.
Like I found the server because I was watching someone playing Sky Factory, and I was like, oh, that would be fun to play Minecraft with other people. And so then I was like, well, Rooster Teeth must have.
I think I saw Woody on a YouTube video, and I was like, oh, that server looks cool.
I think I just accidentally I started a forum account on the Rooster Teeth forums.
Yeah, and I found it through the forums.
Found it.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah.
I looked up RT Minecraft server to see if there was one, and it took me to the forums, and I made an account, signed up, and then the next day I think I got a tour.
Oh, I remember. I was looking for Bernie's hardcore server and found you guys.
Do you think the Rooster Teeth
Hi,
server
Toby.
could be on the Wayback Machine?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, probably see like page 34 or what.
But anyway, I feel like part of that is coming down to like, what do we call this now? But you know, I think it's more, hey, here's someone I met who is interested in playing Minecraft and looking for people to play with, or I met them on Hypixel or something else, and they seem legit. Like that seems more likely that you're going to bring in people, or through a Reddit post or something that happens that provides a point of contact. But we don't have a kind of here is the way you join. Like even on Patreon, that's going to change as well. So if you're we don't have a celebrity attachment anymore. You know, we don't have a big streamer. We don't have someone who, you know, I mean, Arctic is like our biggest celebrity.
I have been. What do you get to it? I have been meaning to make a video on the new cathedral.
We have the church maker, the tuba.
I do want to say one thing about Tuba. He has, I feel like, should have celebrity status on the level of Hypixel with his builds.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you're welcome for the seating, by the way.
You know, that almost no one is using.
I'm playing bongos with these people's heads.
It's very
kind of fun.
Nice.
Funny thing.
I mean, the closest we have right now is with Bladder, because Bladder does use RTC in his wrestling shit.
Yeah. In terms of
I think it is called
marketing,
RTC now. Still, yeah.
It's just RTC.
Is it bad, or I just pictured, Kat trying to dress up in like a Nacho Libre thing and including RTC as part of her in the ring?
Sorry.
I think it'd be kind of funny.
Okay.
She just
I
like,
think-
I just imagine her just, like pile driving someone.
That is essentially what
Yes.
Bladder has.
Yes, a few of us are wrestlers on Bladder stuff.
What?
Yeah, I'm a wrestler.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
wrestlers.
it. I was like, hold up, what?
No, we're professional wrestlers, Keegan.
Yeah, I'm in the WWE, don't you know?
I mean, Kat, I believe you could fucking wreck some shit.
Yes, she can.
Trust
I
me,
do
she
think-
can.
yeah.
I've played laser tag with her. And,
Yeah, I do also think that we should also, on some level, put out content of our own. Like I know we used to have people
Monkey
who would
does.
record.
What I do?
oh, and
Monkey-
just to tick you off, I'm a better shot than her.
Oh, them fighting words.
Laser
Where's the
tag?
smite type? Where's the
That's
smite
not really
type?
much to say with laser
But
tag.
yeah, I do know that I did briefly have plans for doing like full on promotional material for the server, and I think that just kind of died a death.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will say, like, as a side note, us advertising on our server has gone down in the years, mostly because of the Rooster Teeth forums, how they changed.
Yeah,
and we had to, Kat and I had to fight for us to be included to promote our server. In the past,
Well, we
had
already
all-
have a Minecraft group. Yeah, but we're the OGs.
Yeah.
Well, you guys could probably share.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
That's right. We can share tuba.
No, off the table.
So it's just the
That's actually
advertisement
happened.
stuff is in marketing has always been kind of a
Well-
struggle because we relied on that for so many years, and now that Rooster Teeth is going to be gone, it's going to be a
Well,
little trickier.
on the other hand, we're also not bound to that.
Yeah,
No.
we could rebrand, but what would we rebrand to is the question.
Yes.
The really terrible community Minecraft.
If anything, just a
I-
community.
I mean, that's perfect. I like that. I was literally
That's
saying it was
great.
terrible. I was trying to figure out a C.
Yeah, I was.
That's a bar
I
low.
think it was cum.
Oh, I think last night I suggested real time.
A really toxic community Minecraft server.
Yeah,
But it's actually not.
really toxic in
That's the joke.
quotes.
I would
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
I don't want to bring those type of people back.
I think
Talk to
last
people.
night I suggested real time crazies.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I like
Ready to commute.
We're
Yeah,
just a bunch
does
of
that.
9 to 5 pieces of shit.
Yeah, RTC.
Initial spawn beat a train.
Sudoku.
No, I'm just thinking calling ourselves really toxic would attract the people who are like, oh, they're not woke.
If it's gonna be like toxic waste, can it be like the ooze from Ninja Turtles?
I want to be Super Shredder.
Really tight on cash. The O is silent.
Really tight community.
RTOC.
Oh,
No,
really
not
tight
RTOC.
community.
No,
I like
no,
that.
not the RTOC.
The nerd in me goes RTC for real time clock.
Did you get kicked?
No.
I got kicked.
I thought he was like instantly by. I was like, wow.
No, we lost Adobe. That's all.
I'm upset that you guys
Rearrange
get
the
to fly.
cheese.
Look at these look at these Harry Potter candles.
We can't do Harry Potter's because it's canceled.
We could do react to content.
All right, let's we can worry about promotion some other time. We
Make a
were talking about
original
mods.
TikTok.
Mod pack. Yeah.
So
There's a whole different
are-
form.
you all seem slightly for mods, yeah?
I feel like it's a lot more than slightly.
Just more vanilla-esque, nothing like Galacticraft or anything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
vanilla
I have a
plus.
concern.
Well, like
There's no votes. We don't have.
Wait, I
Well,
heard a
yeah.
concern.
Hello.
Yeah, nothing like Just
Titan has
nothing
concern
about
below.
Minecraft or,
Cuba, can you shut up for 5 seconds and let Titan talk?
Christ, who had
Holy
the
shit.
concern?
Hi, it's Titan.
Hi.
So I was on the modded servers that we did for Patreon people a couple years back, and my concern is there's like 4 or 5 people who, right when the game starts, will rush end game things and leave everybody else in the dust. We had it where 3 days after we opened that server, people were completing the end game stuff while I had chickens.
Yeah, I mean you can do that in Minecraft too.
I understand that, but like,
that's just an issue with Minecraft.
You rude person.
We would probably
So go ahead,
restrict
sorry,
it
go
like
ahead.
how we do it for
Let
the
him-
regular seeds.
Let him finish. Sorry.
My concern with that is when it's a bigger server, it's just harder to deal with. It makes it like just
So you don't want the server to be bigger.
no, for fuck's sake.
I get what you're saying.
When did you join Titan?
Hey, wait. I understand what Titan's
2017.
saying. What we usually do is
So
especially
around
with
the
big
same
events like say the End Dragon with our vanilla server, is we usually do it as a community thing and say publicly, hey guys, don't go do this so we can all do it together. And with something that's like a super end game thing, like that's more of a community based thing we could do, we could have the same rules apply.
Well, and that's where having it being closer to a vanilla mod allows you to have kind of that build up, and then you can introduce other things along the way and say, okay, like, hey, we're gonna add in whatever craft and that.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like Draconic Evolution.
It's
where you're, like,
stepping
invincible.
stones. Yeah.
That would be a way that we could do that. Like start off small, and
then once
as
everyone
people, like get to the
Well, like,
end
I
of
almost
those
said that at the
mods,
beginning.
or get to the point where they're like, okay, maybe I need something different. We can add more and more. That,
Like,
that
once
could
we
be
all-
we could stockpile, like we could pile up onto it. It's
Something that just enhances the game rather than changes what it is.
Like for instance,
making
once
sure
we all
that
have
we
good
don't,
gear,
like,
then we add the Aether.
They stay together.
Well, the thing is with the Ether mod, it's based everything that you would need for the Ether, you get from the Ether. That's the issue with the Ether mod, because it wants you to use its resources to be able to venture into its dimension.
I didn't mean like the Aether specifically. I just meant something that like adds more bosses or more end game things. I was just using that as an example because it was brought up earlier.
There's
I have a question. Is it possible to actually disable certain crafting recipes?
You can ban items.
Yeah, I think for that concern, it might be good to actually go ahead and do that for the first week, so just so that everyone has a chance to get themselves established and get themselves situated before slowly, surely opening things up as it goes.
But I also think we're all smart enough to understand a community post.
It also depends on what we're
Yeah, but the
I don't know
problem
how
with the problem with the community post is if we do end up getting new people, which I think we're aiming at eventually, is the fact that they might not know where to look to see what's restricted and whatnot. That's why normally
it also
like Pan's
is
Harvest Craft. There's not much of a point to like limiting things like that.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
a
that's the
weird,
point of Vanilla
I
Plus.
see, especially with a game like Minecraft, where it's all about like playing the game how you want. I don't know if restricting things that like far is like the best option. I understand like having the end be like a big event. That makes sense. But like most of the rest of Minecraft, like a person going and speedrunning to the Nether and getting like netherite tools isn't gonna affect your play much.
Yeah, well, that's what we mean.
Even how that's gonna affect you.
Even the end, like it's not that big a deal. You can respawn the dragon. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not something where you're winning a tower anymore. That kind of is gonna go by the wayside. All of those things don't really matter if we're just focusing on how are we building a server where people can come together and have a good time. If a new person joins, like I would think it used to be like I didn't get Discord until I started playing on the server, right?
Same.
I don't think most of us did.
Right?
Yeah, I think
but
this is
now
my first
most
server.
people who are playing games probably have Discord, and so getting connected to the Discord and then being brought into the server, you can see the rules. We could set it up on Discord where here's what's the current like rule of the day of what's going on the servers, where that information should live. So we're not having to deal with stuff in the game as much anymore, because the game is going to be changing a little bit more frequently, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, it is whitelisted too, right?
What do you mean by that? Like, get rule of the day? You mean just like
meaning
what,
like, hey,
like an event or something would be, or
yeah, but like saying, okay, we're not doing. No one's allowed to access the end until this date. And so if someone's joining, they read the rules, they go through it, and they say, okay, I've joined the Discord, now I'm being added to play in the server. Because more often than not, I think the way people are going to get added is, I'm on a Discord server with someone talking about games, and it's like, oh, I'm part of a Minecraft server, you should join. Invite them to the server, they now come in, and they want to play, they get whitelisted, they go through the kind of introduction to the server, and if they can join and get involved without it being this overwhelming modded thing that they're trying to figure their way through, and they're completely left behind, that would be a problem. So having the flow of the way that you get your information and become part of the server becomes more and more important, because we don't have those forums, because we're not partner with Rooster Teeth, because we're not tied to any entity. It becomes us who are the spokespeople for the server. And so as the server is going to change, say, okay, we're going to be introducing this new mod, but there's this caveat. So here's where you need to look for that information. And we self-regulate, and obviously the staff kind of does as well. But that allows us to set things up as special events and also create a world that people can go off and kind of do their own version. Because someone that doesn't have a job or is in school can spend a lot more time on here than someone who has an actual 9-to-5 or a full-time job or a family or kids, right? So you have to be able to allow the people who want to be on the server chronically versus those who can't be on the server chronically the same freedom. And that's a hard balance to strike.
I think that's the point of it being vanilla plus, so it's more simplified and doesn't allow kind of like some OP differences between people.
Well, it's like, say, like, look at, I guess we can use, similar to how Zach's been kind of looking at it, I think, by, like, just, like, wanting to kind of replicate how the Hermitcraft server works. Like, look at how they play. Like, they all have very different ways of playing. They all have, like, different ideas on how they're going to play, like, the season. And, like, one has Elytra and is already, like, in endgame gear and is like flying around and building massive structures, and Green's still building a like a fancy little like crane and a like DMV. And it's like you can have, I think that's a thing that makes Minecraft so interesting, is because of the ability to have people in such different play styles and different like levels of play still be pretty much in the same matter of the game.
Like, they're adding in custom items and stuff, like, for their permits and for music and for picture frames. Like, you can do those things through mods that you can start tweaking the vanilla to allow the game to sort of open up, which is the kind of crazy thing about Minecraft, is that it's such a modded heavy game. Like, the community is so big in that we could add whatever we want. And I think that's where we should be encouraged to find mods we want to pitch and say, hey, is this something? And it can be put to a community vote, right?
We do need to remember, too, we are our own community. Like, we don't try not to force things like, say, like YouTubers do, or like a different community does. Like you were saying, like,
we're
the
not
naturalness
recording
of it.
to be posting and like grind out content. But
Yeah.
You want it to be like, if you want to go and strip mine and that's all you want to do, great. If you really want to work on some sort of cool redstone contraption, that's also fine. If you want to form a party and go end busting, that's also great. And so it allows you the flexibility for that. And then with whatever mods we decide on top of that.
Right, so what mods do we want?
Can we add the one?
We haven't decided if we are or are not doing it. We haven't had a vote yet.
I
thought we had the unanimous vote, and then we had Titan's comment, and then we went off on a tangent about Titan's comment. Was that not a vote? All right, how are we voting then? We typing in game chat, in Minecraft chat, in Discord, or what do we do?
See, I'm not the only one who didn't know.
What we could do is we could separate the bleachers. We have the bleachers here. We could just separate who wants modded and who wants.
Is everyone here?
Good idea.
Yeah,
finally,
not everyone's
we can,
in the game.
Finally, we can get used.
That's true. Yeah, true. Discord. The thing, yeah, we don't have the access to it, but there is a poll thing that's slowly being added to Discord servers.
Oh, that's interesting.
But we don't have it yet. So.
To be fair, there's only one person not on the server.
We're too hip.
There's only one person not on the server.
Are there any people who are like adamantly opposed to this idea?
What, the mods?
Silence.
So yeah.
Well, if anybody's typing, possibly wait.
Or has
wait,
a
give
main
15.
concern or something.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this is a terrible idea. No, I'm just kidding. I'm leaving.
When a pastor objects to a marriage.
But I think the silence there speaks volumes.
Yeah,
for,
we got the general consensus.
Yeah.
I
think
think
it'll be a channel thing. It'll give people
we will
a
have
bit
a
more to do.
A channel that we can post mods and then we can upvote, download them. With
I mean,
just,
you could always put
capital chat.
There you go. Yeah, capital chat. Yep. There you go. Hey, there you go. We got multiple.
Carlbot.
Carl.
Carlbot.
I'm actually rewatching that.
It's clearly a fraud.
Okay, damn, Carlbot doesn't fucking want mods. What the fuck, Carl?
Fuck you, Carl.
Well, let me guys
Yeah,
think
he's a turtle.
because he wants it, but he doesn't. I'm the valiant.
He's
How did you say? How did you say that word, Cat?
Fuck off.
One more time.
Amna, the classic Gus and Jeff podcast.
Guys, can we become the Anma community Minecraft server?
Oh God.
No.
What does the name mean?
Yeah, where's the R?
Oh, Nox, you don't have a vote.
For that.
Nox doesn't get a vote.
The ATC server, the Autistic Teeth community server.
I like how the one person that voted no is someone who's not here.
Yeah.
ATC, the
Not
air
even
traffic
here.
control server.
Well, there's still 7 people who haven't voted.
So what we can do also is that we can we'll put out like a list of mods. I suppose is like we can make it to where we can vote on those mods. Like we'll put them. Yeah. You can react to those mods to see if we wanted to add them. Maybe.
Yeah, we still
we'll set a spot like just so it doesn't just so that some mods don't get
brushed
like
under.
flooded by like people talking or anything. We'll try and just have it as just mods in the area. If any big comment, it'll just be the post of the mod and an upvote and downvote. If you want to have a conversation,
go to a different channel.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to have a conversation about it,
you want to talk? Fuck
off.
you.
Yes, I think if you want to have a talk about it, just talk about it in the capital or something.
So is this gonna be with Forge? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it could be. Well, it depends. It might be with Forge, depending, because only certain. That's another issue. Is that with certain mods, they're only. I suppose it depends on the majority of the mods, like which one uses what. Because there's a lot of mods that use Fabric, and there's a lot of mods that use Quilt. There's a lot of mods that use Forge.
Well, that's why it'd be good to have a launcher.
From the mod server that I was playing with my friends a while ago, Forge does have larger options, but it tends to have a little bit more lag. Fabric lags less, but not as many options. So it's kind of that.
So there's a double-edged sword.
Play. Yeah. Right. So I think Forge would probably be better since we're going to have more vanilla-based stuff.
Yeah.
When I say lag, I mean like if it's one of the big crazy things, lag-wise.
Yeah, like the frame.
If it's just like vanilla-related stuff mostly, it wouldn't be too bad.
But I did also, like I said earlier, there are mods that I know of that can lessen that strain. Like there are a lot of mods that I know of that will cause it to say, like if you turn around, it'll do like what a lot of video games do nowadays, where it doesn't render what you can't see.
Yep.
Like there's some mods like that. I don't know exactly how to explain it because I'm a fucking stupid.
Well, that's also I imagine we'll pick a mod with a lot of support that actively tries to prevent the lag issue.
Yes, like that's the thing with Create is that it's pretty. I'd say it's pretty stable. Is the word I'd use.
I will ask that if we do, for one that we add the mod that lets boats travel uphill.
At that point, just give us a mobility scooter.
Here we believe and follow the laws of physics.
Yeah. We're not gonna say fuck you.
Now,
Hey,
if
the
you want
laws
to
of
build
physics have nothing on these
a
muscles.
lock system, I'm all for that. But
add a mod where you can tie a balloon to a boat and make it float.
Yeah, I missed the fucking
Let me
airship?
make Eau Rouge.
Yeah, I missed the airship
Let me
mod.
make Eau Rouge.
Dude, Archimedes airships, I miss that mod so much. That used to be a really cool mod where you could build your own airship. And
Super
put
cool, but
balloons.
if you weren't careful, you crashed the server.
Oh yeah, no, that thing it was
yeah.
not
Very
stable at all.
classic.
It was not a stable
Utter
mod whatsoever.
destruction.
I mean, to be fair, we have crashed the server with a log. So.
Okay, fair. I was the one who did that. Okay.
Yeah,
I know.
Froze the server
I said
during
it.
construction once.
Didn't try change the air to lava?
I remember
changed
James.
everything.
No, he tried summoning a sphere of magma blocks. Instead, she got magma itself.
Magma block.
That also makes me think of. That makes me think of when James.
Okay,
went
everyone's
to make
thinking. Oh no, Haplo already left. Haplo says it was nice talking with all of you. He left.
Why do you leave?
Well, he's probably he's an
He's
old
old and
father,
tired.
man. He's
He's an
got
old
things to
man
do.
and he has a
Has
giant
jobs.
family.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 kids and a job?
I'll help you,
Looking like
Arrow.
an overwhelming yes from
I mean, I have
That wasn't the real one.
I have a job
Shoot
and I
him,
have to
not
deal with
me.
people who are young enough to be children.
Ow.
So.
Oh no!
I'm the original tuba now. Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
great.
Ow.
The original must
Oh
die.
god! You're killing them!
Why don't they drop heads? Stop.
Because we're in a special world that doesn't drop heads.
Yeah, it's in the.
What is Monkey? What is your obsession with head?
It's fun.
But yeah. So since we figured out that we're probably gonna be switching to modded, that's awesome. We'll take a gander at what the mod packs are. Don't expect the mod pack to be set up right away, because obviously we're gonna have to iron out all the kinks and make sure it doesn't like feet.
Not all the kinks.
What?
Yeah, we're working out the kinks.
Oh,
I have a.
Do we want to give our do we want to force ourselves to a deadline, Woody?
No.
Of course not.
Can we take a group photo?
Man, this shit it's like jumping out of a plane with a parachute that you don't know if.
What else you got going on, Woody? What else you got going on?
I am actually expecting a call, hopefully, from my job interview.
Do you have a phone?
Do you have a phone?
Do I have a phone? Yes, I have.
All got phones, right?
My cell phone is not currently on.
What is he, Blizzard?
I was just asking.
Could have gotten that.
Strange, give me a sapling.
I feel like that's instrumental in the receiving of a call.
Strange, give me a sapling. I want a sapling.
Phone.
I find it
I
funny
think I'm gonna
to
go
make
ahead
a
and
decision in a Taiwanese parliament for
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one.
Nice seeing you.
So did we have our? So that took a long time for a simple vote.
Well, no.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
it was like a discussion.
this is a community, Keegan. We don't want to just decide something without asking the populace. What the hell? What would that be?
We like
Hey,
hearing all
I'm
of
not
you
known for
ramble,
my
even
smart
when
We're
we
not
want to
politicians.
shut up.
Buckhat.
I was not gonna do that.
We like hearing all of you ramble, even if we have to tell you to shut the fuck up.
That's fair.
Yep.
Do you guys think sprinkling Parmesan cheese on bread and baking it would taste good?
Yes.
Yes. But add some garlic salt and
You want
butter.
what?
Oh my god,
Ooh.
yes.
Hell yeah.
That's some smart words right there. Thank you.
Makes me think of an impromptu meal I had once where we had hot dog buns, and what we did was
Every
we spread
meal is
butter
kind of
on
an
them.
impromptu meal, though.
Well, yeah, well, it was like it wasn't improv. It was like an improvised meal.
Gang up on Effie. Gang up on Effie.
It was hot dog buns that we split. We put butter on them, a little bit of garlic salt, and some like sliced cheese, and we made like some shitty garlic bread.
Now the question is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah, hit me closer to Effie.
Do they make like garlic? What's it called? Garlic ketchup.
Garlic aioli ketchup.
Hey, Effie.
Oh.
Get out of here. Come over here. Where are you?
Running
Yeah,
for
running
my
from
life.
Star. Or Keegan.
Well,
I'm running from
come this way.
Monkey.
Come this way, quickly.
Yep.
Come here.
What is it? Oh,
Here,
hi.
escape.
You better run.
No! Wait, what? I hit her. I'm so close. Keep doing it.
Watch it again.
No, leave the hole open. I'm so close.
No, this is the
Leave the
challenge.
hole
This
open.
is the challenge.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. If I could levitate myself, I don't know how to do it.
We don't levitate. You'll
No, I'm so
close.
Oh, you just throw back. Right,
Yeah,
this is the.
This is a bouncy. This is a bouncy world.
Boy.
Oh my god, try.
Woo! Oh god, my fucking head.
Oh, so watching those videos, Mitch.
This is like
Dude,
this is like
he's
reverse
demented.
re-entry.
I love it.
They're so good.
Oh,
Hey!
So, but if you
All
shoot
right,
off
I could
the
lock
lip-
my camera up there and just watch this happen.
Oh my god, yes. Do that shit.
I'm so close.
Hi.
Alright, I gotta go make tea.
Oh,
Hi.
damn it.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
Why am I floating?
I made it. Hey.
Why am I floating?
I'm off it.
Let's go.
Alright,
to
thank
the
you,
hide,
guys.
hide,
Good one.
to the hide,
Thank
hide.
you, everyone who has joined us for the night.
Oh god.
Appreciate your-
Hell yeah. Well,
Wait, there's a
well
sign
done.
up here. What does it say?
Bye-bye.
Sooner was here. 2K18.
Of course.
It was
It
good.
says Sooner was here. 2K18.
Oh god, I'm getting bunched. Oh my god.
Ow.
Where's the hole? I want to jump back in.
So yeah,
Oh.
Rabbit
Oh my
Tutorials
God.
community server sounds like a good idea.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, we can
Rabbit
also
toes and cats.
what we could do is we can
Rabbit
also
toes
set
and
up
cats.
maybe
Yeah,
like
rabbit toes and cozy
a
bits.
Twitter or something also for the server. We could set up something like that and make it to where we kind of advertise
I
that
haven't done
way.
nothing to you, man. I will.
I missed.
No fair. You have creative
We
mode.
do need to advertise.
She's got a
That's,
sword.
That's a whole other can of worms.
Nani?
Yeah, fandom wiki? Oh my
She
god.
can't hit me though.
Wait, what?
No, I'm sorry.
Wait,
I take it back.
what?
Monkey, link this shit.
Wait. We have.
Not fair, hacks.
Oh, this is staff abuse.
Ow. Ow.
The
This
physics
is
mod
staff
makes
abuse.
killing people so much funnier.
I find it funny that Woody couldn't hit me with his trident.
Well, I mean, you know. I've also got shaders on. So. Egg.
He's in creative mode.
Mitch, what is
egg,
this thing?
egg,
I want
egg,
to see this.
Ow.
One thing.
Egg. Egg.
Ooh, chickies.
But I'm gonna pop off as well.
You don't want to spread democracy?
I'm not
Democracy.
American.
So?
For Super Earth.
For Super Earth.
Listen, I
Democracy.
Join the Hell Divers.
listen.
Oh, I got a painting.
Mitch, Monkey, Writer of Blocks, and I got botted.
Ow.
Who? What?
We got killed by bots early.
Oh, you mean the Nambats?
Oh, the
I
the automaton.
accidentally took Ryder to Space Falklands.
Space Nam?
Hey,
Oh, I'm on fire. That's not good.
you leave the woman alone.
I didn't do anything. I
I'm
left her
not
alone.
doing anything. The Tridents are killing her.
I'm stealing
these
paintings
tridents.
and saplings.
Oh no, it's raining Tridents again. Oh no, oh no.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh,
Can't
Steve,
you-
careful.
What did I do?
It's
Don't do shit.
Hey, what was this
I'm
about
not
Monkey
doing
having set up a
anything.
fandom site?
Yeah, it didn't
Uh,
count.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is,
Characters,
you have to
Arctic
activate
Leaf,
fandom. Is that
player.
something that you have to pay for?
Arguably
No.
a figure of many faces consists. What the fuck is this?
Alright, I gotta see this. My
Just
God,
goes to
you-
wiki
God.
content. Characters. He's the only one.
Oh, this one.
Maisie spent 20 minutes past midnight
Oh, I
making
should
this
have.
page
I
for
should have
whatever
asked
reason.
everybody who was in the game to chill, so we could take a screenshot of the momentous meeting.
Oh,
No.
No,
It's too late.
too late.
Hey, we can
I
do it with
apologize.
us.
Yeah, we can do it with us if you want. I guess. Yeah.
That are
Where do we want to go? Outside, maybe.
No, here.
Nah, this
Outside?
majestic pagoda thing.
Outside.
Yeah.
I blocked
outside.
everything for outside. You can't do shit.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh, well,
hilarious.
guess what, Cat? I don't apply.
Will you take me outside?
No.
Oh.
So sad.
Oh.
You were saying?
Oh, hey, all that matters is I killed Try.
Wow.
You were saying? Two could play that game.
Nothing to do with you, Try. It's just that you
All
came
right,
at me with a
we'll
sword.
We'll take a screenshot. Okay, hold on. Sit where you want to sit. Damn it. I'll lock my camera.
Wait, I'm coming. Wait. I want to be part of this.
Let me just. Let me.
I got it. Get in.
Let me just. You know how hard it is to control from a third-person camera.
Sit your fucking shit down.
Sit at the top, Woody.
Oh, actually, yeah. Here, hold on.
You could have moved your character first and then move your camera.
Yeah.
No, I have to lock.
No, I have it the other way. I can move my camera after the
gamer.
Oh,
how
really?
do you have a
How did you do
unicorn
that?
horn?
Oh, you probably have free cam.
Yes.
I don't have that. I don't have that.
So sit your ass down.
Oh, you're a narwhal.
I am good. Hold on a second. Yeah, I've got the shaders.
Pretty funny.
There we go.
I can.
Are you
turn
gonna
on
post the picture?
No.
Right,
I'm
gonna pop off. Good night, all.
In a spank bank?
Good night.
Oh, let me
Right.
post the artwork I finished after.
Try. I need to know. Did you say he's gonna keep it in his spank bank?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. You.
Why the hell would I? Sorry, I'm not sexually aroused by cubes.
Cubes.
Sorry, that's a diss to every flat-chested person here.
Fucking. How time began, there was the cube.
What media links?
I just put in share your art. That's okay. Why not?
That works.
Shart?
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 Ooh, that's cute, Westy.
Thanks. I apparently have become a lore
You guys have
YouTuber
such
for
creative
him.
skins. Like, you guys have layers to your skins. I don't know how to do that.
It's Alex.
Go to Planet Minecraft and search for a person you
No shit. I know how to actually physically do it. I don't know how to make it look good on my own. I created this skin.
Oh, don't worry. It's been like years since I've made skins. I totally
Cat made mine.
Either.
I think I made one for Try a while ago.
I don't remember.
I technically made mine.
I don't
Oh, here.
remember
Let me
anything.
grab this.
She killed the chicken!
I mean, grab a link. Words.
She's gonna smite me. She's gonna no, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll put this immediately.
Don't worry, Keegan. I'll save you.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.